Всем привет!
Hello everyone, my name is Alexandra Abramova and you're watching the next SportLife show on the TV channel MMATV.com. On October 16, the 42nd Gorilla MMA Series Strong Spirit Tournament took place in Kingisepp City. The main event of the evening was the fight between Bakhtavar Yunusov and Bagdallah Dusakov. The representative of Tajikistan and the Yum Club approached the face-to-face confrontation with Dusakov in the status of the favorite. He had 5 successful fights in his career and 4 victories in the Gorilla MMA Series. But the athlete from Kyrgyzstan could turn out to be the most difficult opponent in Bakhtavar's career. Yunusov immediately tried to show his advantage over the opponent. The fighters didn't spend in the stand-up much time. 90% of the first round was held in the parterre. In the second round, the fighters showed not only wrestling but also striking skills. The statistics were on Yunusov's side for all 3 rounds, although Isakov threw more punches just in the last part of the fight. The unanimous decision of the judges recorded the 5th victory of a successful fighter in the Gorilla MMA series and a 6th one in the Yunusov's career.
Очень тяжело вышло сегодня. Я очень рад победе. Как говорил,
It was very hard today. I'm absolutely happy to win. As I say, I didn't tune in for all 3 rounds. I underestimated the opponent. I thought it would be easy. I watched his fights and thought I was better in all aspects. In fact, everything was just like that, but I lacked something here and there. We will develop and we will work on our mistakes.
Сделаем работу над ошибкой.
In the coming fight of the evening, we were expecting a clash of 2 heavyweights, widely known not only in the top MMA organizations but also in fist fights. Dmitry Andrushko, with a Mastiff nickname, held his 3rd fight in the Gorilla MMA series. His opponent, Anton Shupachov, also known as Haran, was preparing for his debut at our tournaments. The interest was also fueled by the fact that the athletes exchanged pleasantries before the fight on social networks. In the first round, the significant advantage was on the side of Andrushko. Mastiff threw about 90 punches, almost 60 of which hit the target. At the same time, the heavyweight spent most of the round in the stalls. In the second round, Dmitry continued to dominate the fight. The heavyweight blows repeatedly inflicted powerful damage to Shupachov. The athletes left for the second break, during which the referee decided to stop the fight due to medical reasons. The injuries inflicted did not allow Haran to continue the fight, and Andrushko celebrated his 3rd victory in the Gorilla MMA series. Before the battle of heavyweights, Maksujan Kadyrov, one of the most successful debutants of the Gorilla MMA series, returned to the cage. Let's recall that the representative of Tajikistan began his professional career in MMA exactly at our tournaments. Before the fight with Abdurasul Nursultan, the young talent had 3 wins and 1 loss in the series. And the representative of Kyrgyzstan was preparing to hold his 2nd fight as part of our events. The first round was for Maksujan. The fighter threw twice more punches and skillfully controlled the situation in the stalls. But let's give it up for Abdurasul. He tried to respond with dangerous attacks. In the second round, the blood has not changed. Kadyrov controlled the course of the fight, and it seemed everything was going to the victory of the Tajik athlete. However, after losing 2 rounds according to statistics, Nursultan made a grand breakthrough. In the 4th minute of the final round, Abdurasul caught a good moment to conduct a chokehold from the back, and Maksujan had to give up. The rest of the results of the tournament Gorilla MMA Series-42 Strong Spirit are on your TV screens. Alexei Voevodin successfully debuted in the series, defeating Dunyabek Toshdemirov in the middle of the 2nd round. Magdi Gajiev won the 2nd victory within our tournaments. This time, the young prospect turned out to be stronger than Alisher Asamov. He was awarded the victory by a unanimous decision of the judges. Leonard Akhmedov became the author of the fastest victory in the history of the Gorilla MMA series. He knocked out Arzubek Sharipov already at the 4th second of the first round. Separately, we will note the debut of Jambul Askarov in the framework of our events. The brother of a current UFC fighter and ex-ACB League champion Askar Askarov fought with Shahzad Abdurrahmanov. It took only 48 seconds for Jambul to win. The fighters didn't even really have time to strike each other. and the outcome of the fight was decided by a painful technique. After a bright victory, Askar appeared in the cage to congratulate his brother on such a convincing debut in the Gorilla MMA series. Everything went as planned. Everything is fine. I'm very glad that he won. It was an important fight for him. We cannot leave one more confrontation unmentioned. Already at the face-to-face ceremony, Vladimir Sidorenko and Nikita Severov felt interest in the fight with a face-to-face brawl. And according to Severov, Vladimir did not behave too respectfully. Once in the cage, Sidorenko actively started the fight, trying to attack with confident blows. But further transfers into wrestling turned out to work in favor of Nikita, a basic sambo wrestler. Severov took the initiative into his own hands and knocked out his opponents at the beginning of the second round. Immediately after the successful debut in the Gorilla MMA series, the triumphant responded to Vladimir with gestures clearly hinting at the accident at the wedding. Let's take a break from the Gorilla MMA series fights for a few minutes and talk about one landmark event in the world of Russian MMA. On October 16th, a great evening in the world of MMA took place in Krasnaya Polyana. The highlight of the show was the fight between Magomed Ismailov and Vladimir Mineyev, which has already been called the fight of the century. Their first meeting in Octagon took place in the fall 2018. A tough fight of 5 rounds ended with a draw. Both athletes were dissatisfied with such a judicial decision. Very soon, their enmity went beyond the cage. Trash talk in the internet, insults, and even fights only fueled interest in a probable rematch. This time, during the first 2 rounds, Magomed gave all his strength, and in the third, Vladimir broke the will of the brave mountaineer with the most powerful blows, won by technical knockout and defended the title. Ismailov lost for the first time in 7 years. After the end of the fight, he could not recover for quite a long time. The cries from the cage, "We need a doctor, faster," made everyone really afraid for the bold predator. But he soon cheered up, got to his feet, and began to hug his opponent. We are sure that the confrontation will not stop there, and the fans will see the fight between the two most famous middleweights of the country one more time.
Магомед сделал определенные поправки касательно
Magomed made certain amendments regarding the way how to fight and what needs to be done. Indeed, they worked. He began to fight prudently. He also dominated in it as dominated in the first round of the first fight. This time, it was enough of energy for 2 full rounds. He took them both due to these amendments, due to slower and more economical work. But unfortunately, in the third round, his strength left away due to the fact that Magomed always spent a lot of energy transferring to the stalls. And here, Vladimir Mineyev sometimes tied him up. As far as it was possible, he loaded his arms, and Magomed ran out of oxygen.
сгрузил руки, и у Магомеда закончился кислород.
But this is not all the news from the world of mixed martial arts. On October 17th in Sochi, Krasnaya Polyana, the next tournament of Khabib Nurmagomedov's EFC promotion was held. In the main event of the evening, the legendary Omsk MMA fighter Alexander Shlemenko fought with the experienced Artur Huseynov from Dagestan. Shlemenko did not deviate from his fighting plan throughout the fight. At the beginning of the third round, he got his opponent into the guillotine and finished him with a series of blows. The result is a confident victory by unanimous decision of the judges. Shlemenko's record now counts 61-13. Hello everyone, I want to congratulate my mentor Alexander Shlemenko on his victory. It was a very important fight for him, and I'm very glad that despite an injury in the first round, he was able to win this fight. I'm very happy for this victory. I congratulate him from the bottom of my heart. Heartily pleased and charged. A lot of motivational words were said again before this tournament. At least I saw them for myself, heard them, noted them. I liked how Alexander conducted the fight. In fact, it was very strong, unusual, tactically very competent with a cool head. And this is probably the biggest plus of this fight.
Очень грамотно, с холодной головой. Это вот, это, наверное, вообще это самый большой плюс этого поединка.
I want to remind all fans of mixed martial arts that the next tournament, Gorilla MMA Series-43 Moscow Calling, will be held on October 13th in the city of Troitsk. Our series has not yet known such an amount of MMA stars in one event. Zaurgaji Babayev, Sergey Babyshev, Oleg Popov, Ilya Varvarsky, Diana Vorobyova. This time, Israeli Adam Karish, a giant from Mexico Alejandro Goliath Solorzano, as well as athletes from Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan and Tajikistan will come to visit us. Solorzano and Popov will meet in the main fight of the evening. Their total weight is 230 kilograms and their height is about 4 meters. Such a powerful confrontation awaits the viewers of the 43rd Gorilla MMA Series tournament.
Hola, soy Gorilla Solorzano.
Hello friends, I'm on my way to your country, Russia, to fight against my opponent Oleg Popov. I am very well prepared for this fight, believe me. I intend to show him a real fight. Do I believe that I can win? Of course. My team and I are confident that we will win. I assure you, the fight will be explosive. Viva Mexico! In the long-awaited fight, the heavyweights will fight for the silver belt, and Zaurgaji Babayev will compete for the bronze one. The tournament promises to be truly great. This was the SportLife show and its host Alexandra Abramova. See you later on the air of the TV channel MMA-TV.com.